our first team. We have Team 37527, led by their mentor, Ryan Merrier. They're a community home-based team, loosely affiliated with the school in our first year, but now their 6 members go to 4 different schools. They're based in Windsor, Ontario, and this is their 3rd year in FLL. So say hello, Team 37527.
Hey!
All right, so what's your team name?
We are the Brave Robots 3000.
Very cool. Love you 3000 right there. That's pretty sweet. So, it's been a strange season, but obviously you found a way to meet. How are you all meeting? I guess in person, and how are you making this all work?
So we usually would meet. We rent a school, but unfortunately that can't happen. So we actually have the meetings in our home, in our basement. We've got our table set up from the past few years, and so we've been meeting kind of as a true home-based team now. We just like any activity that's going on in the Windsor area right now, whether it be hockey or soccer or gymnastics, where they allow for small groups with wearing masks. That's what we're following to meet.
That's great with some safety procedures there. Emika, what do you think of all this?
It's incredible. And you've got this mat all laid out so nicely for us. I'm wondering if you might be able to show us a mission and maybe show us your robot a little bit.
Oh, they'd love to. Hold on, I'm gonna bring the camera a little closer and show you.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've had a robot on First Canada Live. This is good.
You want to tell them quickly about your robot? Like, how do you want to tell them about motors, sensors, and...
We have 3 sensors that we're using right now. We have 2 color sensors at the bottom. We have a conveyor belt for distributing like the little blocks to the bench and the Bokia frame.
Oh, wow.
We have a forklift at the very top to lift things.
All right. Just want you guys set it up and do your. Right now they've programmed one mission. The first mission here with the park bench. Adam, do you know how many points you're trying to achieve with this?
We can get up to I'm pretty sure 60 points.
Going for 60 points.
Going for 60 points. Hey, and for all of you there, the louder you can talk, the better, so everyone can hear all the good stuff you're having to say as we go for this 60-point mission as we're going to the park bench. So what do you have to do with the park bench? You have to clean it or drop stuff off?
We lift the back of the bench and then we knock it over.
Nice and loud.
And we fill the hopscotch station underneath with blocks.
Very cool. So you're gonna go and you're just gonna kick down the park bench. I'm all about this. This is something I would do.
So before they run, so this is their 3rd year. Last year at the tournament in Windsor, they won the award for a best robot design.
Congratulations.
So
I can see why.
they've improved on it a little bit this year. We finally got some coding in last week, so this is the first one. But they do have a nice advanced line follower program that they're excited about getting to some of the other missions. They tackled this first park bench one because of how close it is to the home base.
That makes sense. And that's a strategic way to do it. Knock off those simple missions, so you have some confidence, you can get started with that, and then you build to more complicated. So this is very cool. I'm excited to see what's going to go on with this park bench right here.
If we have time, as soon as they show you this, a couple of the other members of the group would love to talk about our project quickly too.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to talk about next. Do they need a little bit more time to set up and we can start talking about the project in the meantime?
You good?
Oh, yeah.
Make sure it's lined up nice and send it off.
Oh, they're ready. They don't need more time.
Should we do the countdown? 3, 2, 1, let go.
Here we go. Boom!
Woo!
Park bench. Who needs that park bench? That's sweet.
Nice. So they got
Congratulations.
2, 3 to 4 deliveries on there.
That's the first time.
All right, that's awesome, Team 37527. Now, before we go, we want to hear a little bit about your project, because that's a huge part of the first LEGO League Challenge experience as well. So who's going to tell us what you've been working on with your project?
So basically, since it's all about working out and stuff, we decided to create an app
So on this app, it basically encourages you to work out and stuff like that. So a few things that we have on this app is that you can help with your friends, but you can unlock different worlds to try to do quests to work out. And when you work out, you have to help your little buddy, what we call an avatar, to stay alive. And so we decided to call our app Activitar.
Activitar, in case you didn't hear.
Activitar, I love it. That is great. And you know, the importance of staying active is super, super important. I need that app right now probably to get me to be more active. That's probably really cool. So what's your favorite part about the app?
So basically, I think it's really cool that you can challenge your friends to different things, and that your avatar is a little buddy, and that to work out that helps you your little buddy to be alive. And once you get a certain amount of points on your quest, that goes to hair, water, room, clothes, all for your avatar.
And this is McKinley, by the way. She's a first year joining us. She's in grade 4. So we've got 5 grade 6s and McKinley from grade 4. So she's really taken a great role helping us with our project.
Well, awesome. Congratulations to McKinley and the whole group. That's really amazing. You know, like the fact that you are 4th grader and 6th graders developing apps already and programming robots, you know, like I'm not worried about the future at all. This is going to be great. So thank you so much for being on the show. Love your robot, love your spirit, love your energy. Keep doing cool stuff. And hopefully we'll be seeing you maybe at our FLL practice event, or maybe when we have our FLL remote events. We'll definitely be seeing you there. I can't wait to see everything that the robot's doing. So thank you for coming on the show tonight, everyone.
Thanks for having us.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.
Bye. That was a lot of fun, right, Emiko?
Oh my gosh. And once that app gets up and running, I'm going to be challenging you, Karthik, to some of those fitness challenges.
It's on like Donkey Kong. You're actually probably gonna win, but that's okay. I can still talk, you know, like that's what I do. All right, now to meet our next team, they're joining us via pre-recorded video. It's team 44642, l'équipe franco-baptique from l'École élémentaire catholique Saint-Jean. Oh, I need to work on my French, from Aurora, Ontario. So let's take a look at their video.
To work safely and collaboratively this year, we wear masks, physically distance, try to meet outdoors, sanitize equipment, and follow all regional health protocols.
Portez un masque et lavez vos mains.
We'd like to share a video of a run where we use a simple detachable attachment to allow the robot to quickly push the step counter all the way in, scoring the mission maximum of 20 points. Voici un autre programme. We call this program Drive Dance. We use the color sensor to line follow through the pull-up bar mission and then end with the robot dance mission, scoring a total of 35 points.
Lego!
Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go!
Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! Yay!
Now for our innovation project, notre projet d'innovation.
Le problème qu'on a identifié est que de plus en plus de personnes ne sont pas assez actives. Comment pouvons-nous aider les personnes de tout âge et de toute capacité physique à être plus actives en utilisant nos structures et espaces actuels tout en respectant les règles de la COVID-19 et de la sécurité?
The problem we identified is that more and more people are not active enough. How can we help people of all ages and physical abilities be more active using our current structures and spaces, while respecting the COVID-19 social distancing rules and safety regulations?
Notre solution est de concevoir et mettre en place un programme basé sur des récompenses multi-défis qui peut être offert maintenant en respectant les restrictions de COVID-19, qui encouragera les personnes de tout âge et de toute capacité physique à s'engager dans les activités physiques amusantes au sein de leur communauté.
Our solution is to design and implement a multi-challenge rewards-based program that can be implemented now while respecting the COVID-19 restrictions that will encourage people of all ages and physical abilities to engage in fun and physical activities within their own community.
We will run this program for 200 community residents free of cost with 4 age groups and 15 different challenges each. Participants will make a food donation to our local food bank to receive their brag bag and badges. As they complete challenges, they will enter them onto our website and get ready for the virtual celebration at the end of the 2-month program. We hope to create a spring edition of the program as well and are still looking for sponsors. We learned many new skills like creating a geocache, making buttons, sewing bags, ironing, making sponsor phone calls, creating websites, and leading virtual meetings. 2 of our experts did outdoor visits when the weather was still warm, and now we have Zoom meetings. Some of our experts include the Lake Simcoe Region Conservation Authority, a technology teacher, a first aid responder and fitness expert, a family studies teacher, and the recreation supervisor. Together, we can all overcome this year's challenges. We will never stop being problem solvers. On vous encourage à participer.
You can do this!
You can do it indeed. And that's kind of the spirit that we see from our FLL challenge team. So that was really cool. Thank you to l'équipe Franco-Bautique. Very cool stuff, high energy. And that path they took on the robot mat, like, that was like very intricate, you know, it's not, you know, Parth was saying in the Twitch chat that FLL programmers are better than FRC programmers, and it's true. Like there's no doubt about it. Remember, they're autonomous for 2 minutes and 30 seconds, not 15 seconds. You know, like FRC events, you got to send like 20 people to different teams' pits to make sure they can just cross a line. And these FLL teams are just doing like circles and everything. It's super cool. What did you love there, Emiko?
Yeah, absolutely. And you asked, what do I love? I love that last line they had, we never stop being problem solvers. I thought that was so great. Especially, you know, the problems keep coming and we need people to solve them. So
Right.
I thought that was awesome.
We still got a couple teams to hear from, so let's jump right on to team 27091 from Unionville Montessori Private School, UMS Team Fitness Fix. They are popping on, and they got their mentors, Lisa Wiles and Ty Rain. And then we have a whole bunch of students on here who are going to be talking about the good stuff that's been happening with their robots. So students on 27091, first of all, love the background. That's super sweet, super active. Love the first LEGO League logo in the background there. But please tell us, like, how are you all meeting this year? So, like, right now you're all separate, so I'm assuming you'll be doing some virtual work. Who wants to talk about that?
So we meet once or twice a week on Zoom, and during this, we work on the innovation project or the robot missions. And we also use Google Jamboard to keep track of tasks we need to complete. And some other tools that we use are Google Doc and Google Classroom. Our team uses these tools to share information and links. We have a core team of about 4 to 5 people and alternate members who help out with either the innovation project or robot missions. Our team tries to be efficient and organized when we meet.
Well, you seem very efficient and organized, because that was like a very efficient answer. Emiko, you got questions for our team?
Yes, I do. I'm wondering if you might be able to show us your robot and possibly do a little demo for us.
So we have completed a mission, which is mission 11, the treadmill. The objective of this mission is to get the robot to spin the little roller clockwise, and the further the roller moves, the more points are scored. So we have video footage of the completed mission, and our team managed to get the roller to point onto the white piece on the treadmill.
All right, that is fast. Oh, wow. It's spinning. That is so good. Keep going, keep going, keep working that treadmill. I'd have quit by now. I'd just be like, I'm off this treadmill, I'm done. Where's my drink? Need some water. Very nice workout for the robot right there.
You got some crazy line following going on too.
That's very, very cool. And Emiko just said that's some crazy line following there. Does anyone want to talk a little bit about the program that you've done on that mission, or just the robot in general?
So our team uses LEGO Mindstorm's Education EV3 to code. We find the software straightforward and easy to understand because of the simplicity and organization of block coding. Before we used this new software, a few of us gathered over the summer and played around with the old software along with VRT and found this one easier. There are members on our team that have a bit more experience with coding and understanding of the sensors and motors that share their knowledge when we meet. This way, we all take part in programming and learning.
That's very exciting that you've been able to be collaborative in that way, because sometimes, and we see this with the big robots, that the programming is dominated by just a couple people, but that you've had this emphasis on making sure it's collaborative and getting everyone involved. That's really exciting. Emiko, what do you think?
So, yeah, I totally echo what you're saying, Karthik, especially when it comes to sustainability and passing that knowledge down. I think that's really great that you've already gotten in that habit of sharing the knowledge. I'm really curious about the project that you're considering and what real world problem you're looking at tackling.
At one of our Zoom meetings, our team decided to consider the problem of a lack of motivation for exercise. We found that this should be the problem that we focus on because we want to include as many people who were affected by this issue as possible. As we went deeper into this, we have found that many people need to be encouraged to exercise because of issues such as that it is too boring or that there will be a result of failure.
That's a pretty good problem to try and solve because I know, I think we all recognize the merit of exercise, but it's like, how are we going to do it? And so we are running out of time here. And so maybe I just want to hear from Gordon on any thoughts on the project or anything else you'd like to add.
Our solution and what our topic is that lack of motivation. Everyone has felt this at one point of our lives. Because of this, we decided to base our innovation project around motivating people and encouraging people. Our innovation project utilizes incentives to provide the predisposition people of all ages that they need.
Fabulous. Thank you so much, team. I love what you're doing. I love the project. I love the robot. I love the energy. So thank you for being on the show. This was really, really great and really informative. I just want to say, Lisa, Ty, do you have anything to add to finish this off? And thank you for being coaches, especially with everything that's going on.
Thank you for having us.
All right. So thank you to Team 27091, Unionville Montessori, UMS Team Fitness Fix. And now it's time to bring on our next team, Team 51306. They are the Game Changers, a community team composed of grades 6 to 8 students from St. James School in Mississauga, 4 sets of siblings and 2 more friends. They're a new team of students ranging from no previous experience to students in their 3rd year doing FLL. Hello, Team 51306 Game Changers. What's up?
Hello.
Hi.
I love that you've got hats going on. We got toques going on. We got lots of people. We got siblings. We got friends. This is really, really great. Emiko, let's start asking our team some questions.
So I can see there's a bunch of siblings here, but I am really curious about how the meetings are going. Are you meeting virtually or what's it look like?
So we're a school team, but because of our school restrictions, we are now a community team. So at the start of the year, we used to meet outside with our whole team. But
That's fun.
But now that it's getting colder, we split into 2 groups of our cohorts at school. When we do meet inside, we do always sanitize and wear masks. We sanitize our hands as well as the equipment. And our social bubble is contained as we have 4 sets of siblings and 2 friends.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense that, you've got, ways to contain things and working in cohorts. And I'm glad you're thinking about sanitizing and safety because safety is our top priority right now. We all love robots. We love FLL Challenge, but our number one priority is making sure that our participants are safe and our communities are safe. And so glad that you guys are, just being real role models in all of that. So Obviously, you're all in different spots right now. Does one of you or a group of you have the robot right now?
Yeah, so we have 2 robots.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
Yeah, so because when we split into groups, we can both work on robot missions. Noel, do you want to talk about the?
Yes. When we were first building our robot, we wanted to invert our motors because that saves a lot of space, but our wheels weren't big enough and we have a slight angle, but we haven't found that it affects our performance that much. Along with that, we have our square frame that helps us line up before our missions. And Xavier, you've got the color sensor on your robot?
Yeah, so we have a color sensor on our robot, and most our attachments have this little color palette. They're all different colors, and when you put the attachment on, the color sensor senses the color and knows what code to run.
Very, very cool. So we've talked a little about the robot, and I love that how you kind of split up the tasks. You got different people working on different things. You've got multiple robots. That's a really creative way. But so what have you all been doing with the project?
So after looking at lots of websites, like Stats Canada, we found that elderly people are the least active. So we have decided that we're going to be focusing on elderly people who are not exercising as much. And our topic is especially important now during COVID when gyms and parks are all closed down because elderly people are now stuck at home with nothing to do.
And our idea for the solution about it is the 2 points that we really want to focus on are support and motivation. And we are thinking of doing this for motivation by including some sort of rewards that get them to really want to exercise, and for support to get them with people that they know and feel comfortable around so that they will want to exercise.
Well, I mean, that's a big part of it, of anything. We can always tell people that this is what's right to do, but motivation is really important. So I think that's really a neat sort of thing that you're tackling right there. So thank you for showing us, your robot and your project. Is there anything else that anyone wants to add before we go? Just about how much you love FLL Challenge or anything else?
So I just want to mention something about our robot.
Yeah.
In addition, both the robots are identical. So we can work on the same missions and even use the same code as they're completely identical. Also, all our attachments can slide onto the top of our robot and are activated by these 2 gears. That way it's very easy to switch our attachments, and we can have very specialized attachments for very specific missions.
That's going to be super important once we start doing our remote events. You're going to be able to maximize your 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So I cannot wait to see your team at the remote events. Like, I want to see everyone's team, but now this one, this is like really cool and exciting. So thank you so much for being on the show, and thank you to all our FLL Challenge teams.